Do you feel as though the experiences you had at that time influenced your outlook on life?
Oh, definitely. When you're not kept away from things, and when you actually do experience tensions, when you actually get to see how people are being affected, it certainly affects you later in life. On one hand, when as you travel around the world and you witness different groups being discriminated against or treated differently, and you see how people had been treated that way in the early 70s and late 60s, you certainly have a better appreciation of how you feel other people should be treated. I mean, today, nonetheless, I still don't believe that we are completely integrated and that everything is equal. Again, I feel Lake Oswego is very separate. It's not necessarily diverse, and I'd like to see more of a diverse world. So yeah, I think it's definitely affected me.
Have your experiences during those days been similar or different from what you're experiencing now?
I would say it's different now. I think, number one, we've got a black president, which is so vitally different. And, back in the late 60s, early 70s, that wouldn't have even been thought of. And what an incredible experience, what an incredible opportunity. So I'd say it's very different. I would also say at the same time, we still haven't come as far as we could, and not just in the United States, but all over the world. And I think that we can certainly come a lot farther. So I think a lot has happened. I think a lot has progressed. I'm thrilled to see the type of progress we've made. Sometimes it appalls me when I hear things that are trying to pull us back into an older and frankly more closed-minded time. So,
how would you compare your high school experience to your children's high school experience?
I think there's some similarities. I still believe there could be a lot of progress made, but again, you have to remember that on one hand we were being forced into desegregation. I thought it was a good thing that was done, but it was still forcing function that I wish it didn't have to be forced. On the other hand, my children are experiencing the fact that we've got a black president and that we've got far more women in very significant positions of power, which I think is great. I think we've come a long way. I think we can certainly do more. I'm disappointed that we live in a less diverse area than we could, and the differences are that I would say the forced busing forced that there be more diverse population in my high school. I don't see as diverse a population in my children's high school, which is kind of disappointing. Would forced busing make that imperative? No, I don't think busing would do it. I would like to actually see more of an integration of neighborhoods, of workplaces, and the rest. I think that would actually do it.